Good morning, happy Sunday. Welcome to episode 90, Snowflake Wishes at My Elegant Cards. So, had a really great last couple days. I went to, I was actually right here. I did the on stage at home, virtual on stage. It was really fun. I got this new grid paper in my box, which you'll be able to see when I turn you down, and there's some good stuff coming. It's exciting. So, what do I need to tell you? I need to remind you, if you're not a demonstrator, this is the best time to join. They've got a special offer going, and normally it's a fantastic deal. You get $125 dollars worth of product that you choose, and they give you a free paper pumpkin, so you can check that out. But they pay for the shipping, which is usually 10%, and it's only $99, right? So that's a fantastic deal. But until the end of November, they are doing an even better deal, exact same thing, but it's only $75. So if you've ever thought about, I could really use some, I don't know, the full, a whole load of ink pads, this would be a good time to get it. Or stamping and embossing machine, also a really good time to get it. And then you could get 20% off until at least the end of March. So it's a great deal. So I just wanted to mention that. And also, if you share my live, I will put you in the draw for the raffle, which I do every week. I'm not very good at sending the raffle prizes every week. They seem to get bundled up into about a month's worth, but they do come. So there you go. And also, if you want to get a package like this so that you can make the cards I'm about to show you, just place an order with me for $25 and I'll send you these. Well, not these. I'm going to use these right now, but you get the idea. But first, let me turn you down so that you can see what I'm doing, but also so we can do the raffle, figure out the raffle prize person, and yeah, let's go from there. I'm going to turn you around for a second so you don't get blinded by my overhead lights, which, as I've mentioned before, are really rather bright, which is fantastic for crafting, but not necessarily so fantastic for people getting their eyes blinded. So I think that looks good, so I'll turn you back. Now, why am I doing that? Okay, I haven't had any coffee, and it's been a bit full on lately. So let me, can you see? Yes. So Barbara, Diana, Linda, Kim, and Kathy. So I've got my 6-sided die, and it's Kim. So I'll mark that so I don't have to re-watch myself to find out who it was, because I'll probably forget. And I'll just move this out of the way and show you what we're going to make today. I'm using the Snowflake Wishes, as I said, and this is, I hope it's not blinding you, it's silver foil, but the dies are just, let me show you the dies in case you haven't seen them before. So you get lots of snowflakes, not a surprise with the name of the thing, right? And you get another couple of snowflakes, and then you get this piece that cuts out a nice window with snowflakes on, more snowflakes. So this is what you end up with, and I thought it'd be kind of fun just to put the sentiment right in the middle. So that's the first card. Here's the next card. This is using the glimmery shimmer paper, and it's in, you can see it goes through the different colors, so that's kind of fun. And then this one, I decided to reach outside my comfort zone and use the soft pastels assortment. So you'll see how that works later. Yeah, it was kind of fun, kind of messy. I had to turn my piece of paper over because it was so messy. So let's get going. So here is my box of tricks, which apparently I put in the wrong order. Never mind, we can fix that. So the first card is going to actually be this one. Mostly because I'm too lazy, because I'm going to use the same sentiment on the first two cards, and once I've put it on Blackberry Bliss, it takes a while to clean it off, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do, yes, make sure I have this the right way up. Good start, right? Make sure everything is, I didn't think you wanted to watch me die cutting, so I did the die cuts already, but I hadn't pushed out all the pieces. So I'll just take care of that right now. Right, so now all I have to do is decide where I'm going to put this and find my embossing buddy. I just spotted another piece to push out, so let me do that before I forget, because it will only annoy me later. I mean, I know some people probably leave some in on purpose, but that's not my shtick. So it's going to go there. I'm going to get this to hold it down. Oh, better get another one. There we are. So I'll get my silver pot open. Sometimes they're a bit hard. Right, there we go. Got my silver pot ready. And now I just need to get my sentiment and stamp it in Versamark, and yeah, that one's kind of in the way. Okay, I think right about there. Okay, take all these off, get it sprinkled. Oops, missed a bit. Just make sure it's a bit cleaner. Oh, here's the top. Right, now I'm going to obviously heat emboss, which is noisy, so if you've turned up the volume to hear me, you might want to turn it down for next minute or so. Excuse me. There we go. It's a bit warped. Hang on. Let me just try and unwarp it a bit. That's a bit better. we are. Now all we have to do is apply this. So and maybe down the edge bit as well. Okay, and now we just position this. Yep, that's where we want it. And now all we need is the take your pick tool and maybe a heavy book to keep this a bit, to get it a bit flatter. And I think we can push off a few of these. I saw some people on stage using this end to do these, because you can push them with that, but sometimes they then ping around. I really like using this tip because you can push to release it, and now you've got it on your take your pick tool. And so all you have to do is place it and put your finger on it so that you can get the take my pick tool off it. Actually, I wonder if we could just push it down and then, yeah, you can slide off it so you don't need your finger. Yeah, learn something every day, right? So there's the first card. Move those out of the way. Right, got a bit of a mess here, but it's fine. Right, so I've got my collection of snowflakes, which I also haven't taken the time to poke out, so we can do that. So this glimmer paper that's it's ombre glimmer paper. It is very, well, obviously very sparkly, but I love the way the colors are changing in there. So there's a green, and then this is going into the Bermuda Bay area, so it starts to change in color. So it gives you a unique card every time you try this. And I also, let me show you these. I also may stamped die cut others, and which are kind of fun. And hang on, I should actually concentrate on what I'm doing, shouldn't I? And other little pieces that are going to be used on other cards. So I haven't decided which cards yet, but I just got carried away with trying out all the snowflakes and in all these different colors. It was kind of fun. So there's that one. Let's sort this one out. And that's kind of well, I don't know, is it Bermuda Bay going into Blackberry Bliss there? So probably should have done these earlier. You don't really need to see me. In fact, you can't even see me, can you? Sorry about that. So that's that one. I was a bit tired yesterday, and I was a bit lazy, so I made this morning. And first I had to get my run in, so I had about 20 minutes to prep. Just really should have done it in advance. In fact, one of these cards I made yesterday evening, so I was just way behind this week. My paid job has been a bit stressful, shall we say. I work for a micromanager, which is quite funny because he complains to me about his boss, who's a micromanager, which cracks me up rather. So here we have our Blackberry Bliss card card base. I'll put that over there so it's out of the way from right now. And I need a piece of something, piece of card. Hang on, let me just get this one. Right, to help me with my, yeah, I did get it off the floor. So, I'm going to dollop some glue down here on my piece of scrap. Oop, see, that's what can happen. So, I didn't want that to happen here. So, actually, let's put these in some kind of order. That one. Yeah, that'll do. So, yeah. I was beginning to think I was out of the glue because it was being so hard to get out. But I think I may have plenty. Yeah. Okay. Let's put this one up here. And this can be the next one. So I'm just wetting, I'm not actually squeezing the glue at all. I'm just using it as a delivery mechanism for the green glue now, as we call it, which is kind of weird because it's not green, but it comes in a green container, so that's why it's the green glue. So just to get to that, and let's put that there and move on to the next one. And number 4. Oops, got some glue on my finger. Just clean that up a bit. There we are. And the final one. I think I may have a little bit too much glue. But you see, that is why I don't just use it like anybody else does, you know, they just squeeze it and it works for them, but I don't use it very often, so it gets kind of, I guess it gets upset that I don't use it very often, and it becomes hard to get out, and then all of a sudden, as you saw, it doesn't come out very nicely. So there we are. I'm going to put this, I don't know what's going to happen, but at least it's folded over, so I'll put that way back there, out of the way, hopefully. So here's why I decided to do the other card first, because I'm going to use this and I don't need to clean it because it's only got Versamark on it, whereas if I'd done it the other way, it'd be a lot of cleaning. Right, so let me put this straight. Uh-oh, I've got a stripe. There we go. I'm going to put that right about there. Phew. I was just thinking I should have probably done that first, just in case. So let me close this up because, well, there you go. I've got it on my thumb already. You know those tendencies of mine. So, yeah. And then all we have to do is put this onto our card base. So what I would do is I would cut out a bunch of these, ooh, this could be, no, never mind. Cut out a bunch of the snowflakes that you like, and then just, you can make multiple cards using them, particularly if you use the glimmer paper, and they'll all be different. So, and I haven't got up to the pink and yellow, orange, or I think this mango melody. So I haven't even got up to that end of the paper yet. So there you go. That's number 2. And as you can see, it's quite different, but similar enough that you know it's the same kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So, right, so that's that one. Now for the third one. This one, yeah, definitely out of my comfort zone here. So let's see how we go. So this is what it is again. So I think I'll start with the sentiment. Not that I'm putting off the moment. It's actually quite fun, but I don't know that I'm very good at it yet. Great. Perfect. Okay, let me move this out of the way too. Okay. So I don't need that extra piece. Right, I need this piece first. Move those out of the way. And so what I'm going to do first, this is a regular piece which doesn't fit, but I found that I got darker edges, so I'm going to trim it. Oh yeah, I'm going to trim it down. I better move some of these things out of the way in that case. Yeah. Hang on a second. I've covered my trimmer in stuff. It's a very handy place to leave things. Yeah. Okay, let's put this somewhere. Okay, I'm back. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the buddy and the Versamark. So, and we're just going to start stamping. Let's put that one there. And so I have to lean sideways slightly to actually see where I've put it. Okay. And then we'll have some of these, like so. And have another snowflake working around here. And I'll fill in that little spot. I think I'll, oh no, I've got this one for that. Another load of little things that can fill in that space. And then we need some more snowflakes. There we go. This one's very useful because it can fit in small places, like so. And just going to keep working my way around, looking at it from an angle so I can see where I've been and where I haven't been, and just keep going. No, I don't want that one. It's not going to fit. This one will. Yep. This one can go here. And maybe have some of these. Now I know that you can't see what I'm doing, but that's okay. You'll see in a second. All right, so let me move that out of the way. And we're going to, I don't have a pot for this, sadly. Need more pots. And you can see what we've got. And a bit more, yeah, right. A whole dollop. Can you see this? I'm not sure if you can. But let me just get this clear embossing powder back in the pot. Okay, now for some more heat embossing, of course. So hang on while I blast your ears again. And there it goes, melting away. Okay, so now we've got our clear embossed piece of cardstock. So let me move these over here. And now we're going to play with these. I was quite intimidated when I first saw these, and I tried them a bit and nothing seemed to happen. So, you know, I was using my this, and I was like rubbing it on there, and that didn't seem to help. So nothing much was happening. So let's see, it's cool. So this time I'm going to do, or for this card I did it a little differently. Let me put these down here. Aren't they beautiful colours? We've got, let me read them. Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight. They seem to, yeah, they're in alphabetical order on the case, but they're not in alphabetical order here. So, Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody. I think that must be Mango Melody, and that's Daffodil Delight. Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. So we've got some fabulous colours here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out this blue one, which is Night of Navy. And I'm just going to rub it on here. Like so. Oh, yeah, you get dirty fingers. Let me just clean up my fingers a bit. Then I'm going to get some of the Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to rub some of that in. That's interesting. That came out more than the Night of Navy did. Interesting. Yes, so I'm still learning. And then you blend it in together with your blending brush, like so. And then you look at it and you say, do I like that? Do I not? Does it need more of a particular color? Should I add some purple? Actually, you know what? Let's add some Gorgeous Grape. Why not? No, they don't seem to want to play. Maybe I've already got enough colour on here and they don't want more. Yeah, all this. So that is my, well, it's now my second attempt at using these, so I'm sure I'll get better at it. And I'll have some I'll share anything I learn about it as I go along. One thing is, yeah, it's going to get on your fingers. So, but you know, it's kind of fun and it gives an interesting effect. But it's supposed to be going on this blue piece. Now I'm wondering if maybe it should be a bit, well, no, we've still got enough blue in there, I think. But it's a bit larger, so I've forgotten what I did. What is this? Oh, so it needs to be 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to trim off all the edges, so you don't get this. You get more at the edges. You know that, I'm sure. So you get this kind of line, and I don't want that line, so I'm just going to trim it down to what, 3 3/4. So I don't want to do each edge. I'll take off a little bit of each side. 3 3/4. And we need it by 5, so that's just 5 1/8 on one side, and then cut it down to 5 so that we've got rid of all those half edges. So there we go, now fits. And so this harsh edge that you can see being chopped off. I'm getting blue hands. Good thing we did this one last. Apparently it's quite messy, but that's okay. I like messy. So I'm going to put this on its mat. You can see bits of the pastels all over the place. So I guess the thing about these is you have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to have to try making some sunsets. I think that will be fun too. I'll take you along for the ride. And then I'm going to put a snowflake here. These are these snowflakes. They're wonderful snowflakes, and they come in these sheets, and which is lovely and shiny and glittery, and gives a holographic effect if you move it around. So I've used 6 now, but I'm going to keep this bit because I reckon I could punch things out of there and use those pieces too. So let's see if our glue is still, yeah, it's still wet. Huh. So let's apply some to the wonderful snowflake. Just want a little dot to keep the edges down. Okay. Move that away, and because I can grab it there because there's no glue in the middle, and I'm going to put that down here. Yeah, exactly there. Perfect. And there, all we have to do, well, no, maybe I should put it on the card base, you think? Might be a good idea. It's much easier to put a flat piece on the card base, so I'll do the popping up afterwards, which I almost messed up, but there you go. You can still do it, of course, it's just easier this way. Right, so we need some, don't have any edges, I've used them all. So there we go, no sagging there. Let's take off some at the other end. Hold it down. The others are just for support. And there we go. That's our slightly wonky. Made them the same way and they came out quite different. Rather fun, huh? So what have we made today? I don't know. I think it was this one. And this one. So this is what we've made. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a bit longer than usual, but yeah. This, I think if you've got the soft pastels and you've been playing with them and have some tips for me, please let me know. Otherwise I'll continue to play and I'll share what I've learned the next time I make something with the pastels. But they are fun, even though they are quite messy. But as we've discussed before, you always get messy hands when you're crafting. It shows you're really into it, so that's good. So as I said earlier, if you place when you place an order of $25 with me, I'll send you the pieces you need to make these cards. So, and if you would share my my live, I'd be very grateful, and I'll put you in next week's raffle. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.